What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to talk about AMC, GME as well as the broader market. So today AMC was up for 2.26% for the day. It had a high of $16.25. Average volume on AMC is around 52.51 million, but today's volume was around 26.56 million. From the last few days I've been seeing the volume is definitely consistent in AMC around 26 million. The investors are definitely buying the stock, but they are not fully invested into it because they are scared a little bit just because of the overall downtrend in the overall broader market. But now, after today's Facebook earning as well as yesterday's Microsoft earnings, now I'm pretty confident that we're going to experience some sort of a uptrend into the overall broader market. As we can see in the aftermarket, there is almost each and every stock that has gone up almost 1 to 2% in the aftermarket, just on the beat that we got on the Facebook played a very important roles in the overall broader market, and the earning was a beat. That's why the overall broader market is going up in the aftermarket. Now the stocks which are supposed to get a good recovery in it is Google, Amazon as well as Tesla got beaten down for no reason yesterday, so I'm expecting some sort of a upward momentum coming into Tesla tomorrow. Now let's come over to the GameStop. GameStop was up for 1.76% for the day. It had a high of $132.68. The average volume on GameStop is around 4.32 million, but today's volume was around 1.30 million. The volume is definitely low, but the stock is not getting beaten down the way it usually gets. But now, after the green signal that we have got for the overall broader market, we might experience a little bit of uptrend in the overall stock market as well as GME as well as AMC. Now, there is one stock which got beaten down really bad in the aftermarket, that is Teledoc. It was already down 3.08% for the day, and it has gone down 37.49% for the day. Now, investing in companies like this could be very risky. Now, the ARK fund that we have is heavily invested. Cathy Wood recently bought some more stocks into TDoc, and their stock is getting crushed. ARK is a company that invests in innovation companies. And now sometimes the innovation can go really south, just like the way TDoc went down today. It's almost down 40%. This is the extreme level of downtrend that has experienced in TDoc. Now let's come over to the SPY. The SPY was up for 0.28% for the day. It had a high of $422.92. Now, as we can see in the aftermarket, it has gone up 0.79% just on the beat that we got in the Facebook. That's why the overall broader market is going up. We might experience a little bit of more upward momentum coming into the overall broader market, but how long this is going to last, we never know. This needs to end somehow because the overall broader market, especially the SPY, is way too much overvalued. Now, almost each and every overvalued stock has come down significantly. Only the SPY is left, which has gone up quite a bit. Now, this is the indicator of the overall broader market. If the SPY is going to go down, overall market is going to go down. We still have a war in Europe. It's going to create some sort of a financial or economical crisis. COVID is still out there. There will be some sort of a supply chain crisis going to happen just because of the China lockdown. There is no good news that is coming into the overall broader market. Now let's come over to the options for the AMC. Now I have increased the premium to max, and I can tell you very clearly the whales are just buying put options, and they are all betting that the AMC is going to go down from here onwards. When I decrease the premium and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, majority of them are onto the downside, and they are buying this leap options $17 put, which is betting towards the downside of the AMC. There was this $15 put option that is a leap as well. A lot of individuals are buying it, and they are betting that the AMC will keep going down from here onwards. Now, when I look at the chart to put to call ratio, the put side is extremely heavier. The premium is way too much high on the put side, and the volume on the put side is also very heavy. Now, by looking at the options flow, I don't see anything suspicious coming out of it. There was these regular bets that were coming in, but majority of them are onto the downside. Now let's come over to the GME. Now I've increased the premium to max, and I can see very clearly the whale is buying a put option. That means they're betting that the GameStop is going to go down from here onwards. Now when I bring down the premium and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, majority of them are onto the downside, but there is a quite a lot of call buying also happening into the stock. A lot of them are expecting that the GME might go up from here onwards as well. When I bring the put to call ratio, you can see the put side is a little bit heavier than the call side, and the premium on the put side is heavier than the call side, and the volume is definitely higher on the put side. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow for the GameStop. Now let's come over to the options flow for the SPY. Now by looking at the options flow for the SPY, I can tell you clearly that majority of them are on to the downside. They are all expecting the SPY will keep going down from here onwards. This was this $445 put option that came in a line, and they were all betting that the SPY will keep going down from here onwards. But there were some call buying that was happening as well at the market close, just because of the beat earnings that we got on the Facebook. So we can just say that the can will be kicked down a little bit further down the road before we experience any kind of a further downtrend into the SPY. Now when I look at the put to call ratio, you can see it very clearly. The put side is extremely heavier than the call side. The premium on the put side is way too much heavier than the call side. Now the volume is also heavier onto the put side. And now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. There was this suspicious bet came in that was 10,592 contract, and this individual is paying $7.31 million for it. I don't know why this individual is betting this bet, and this bet came in exactly after market close. The rest I can tell you very clearly, the majority of them are on to the downside. There was this bet that came in that was a $425 call option that's going to expire in 15 days. This individual is buying 5,000 contract and he's paying $3.32 million for it. And he's betting that the SPY is going to go up from here onwards. Now, there is nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow which can indicate some sort of a direction towards the SPY. But just in my personal opinion, I believe that SPY will go up a slight bit just because of the Facebook has a beat in the earning as well as the Microsoft. And for the rest, we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Hope so you like my video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.